How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. This right here is the FCMP Outdoor Tumbling Composter, and the instructions on putting it together is not very clear. I'm going to spread out all the materials and sort of give an overview on how to put it together before actually putting it together. There will be 8 long panels, 2 end pieces, the center divider for 2 compartments. This bag of screw is to put together the tube frame. This bag of screw is to put everything else together. There's 56 nut and bolt. Why is there 56? If you look at just one single panel, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 screw holes. You don't count these 3 because the next panel is going to overlap it and you don't want to double count them. So 8 of these panels times 7 screw holes is exactly 56 pairs of nut and bolt. You got the bar that's on the top, you got these V-shaped things, that's the same on both sides. It's a little bit longer at the bottom than the top piece, and each one of these has a different end on each side. There's a smaller side that goes into the bigger tube end. So this one says C and this one says D. C and D, join them together. Another C and D, you join these together. There's 2 longer screws and 6 shorter screws. The 6 shorter ones go on the bottom. The 2 longer ones, you bolt the longer tube onto the bottom frame thing. You'll need a 3/8 inch socket head and also a Phillips screwdriver to put this together. Just thread the screw in. These are nylon nuts, so it's gonna lock in place. Now you repeat the same thing with the other one. You have both of these that says C. You want to flip one of them around, and then you take these V looking things and attach it to one side and also the other, like so. I just kind of prefer to have the nut on the inside. Put the nut on. You have the other tube, stick this in. And again, I am putting all the nuts towards the inside. So now you got the base done. Now we somehow need to juggle all these 5 pieces and put it on top of this thing. The easy way to do this is just to take this pole that says AA on it. You take one end cover, put it in. It doesn't matter which one it is, they're both the same. And then you put the black tube over into it. You also need this center divider piece. The ordering matters here. And then you can put the other end piece in. You lower this right on top of this rack. Without the screws, it just kind of stays there. You need those 2 longer screws, and then you just thread them through one side, thread the other one through. No nut is in it so far, but right now it's secured already. Put the nut in, and we just tighten that just like that. Tighten this. I'm just putting a couple pounds of pressure on it, but not over tighten so that you're squashing these tubes or anything. Now these guys on the side are sort of freely spinning right now. There is this center divider piece that can slide left and right. It's not held down by anything. And then you got the left piece that's also freely spinning. Now we're gonna attach 8 of these panels. 7 of these guys are just regular panels, and one of them is the door. We're gonna start with the side panels. Make sure both sides of these things has the holes towards the top. So this one is correct. And for the back one, you can see the holes is at the top. This is to adjust the airflow later on. And this middle piece, you just kind of leave it somewhere in the middle. Take one of these panels, the lip end, put it towards the top and on this edge of the entire assembly. You'll notice on the underside of these things, there's 2 little nubs that goes right into those holes right here. So let's do that. We'll put it right here. It fits right in like that. And then you fit it on the other side. This thing is a little bit wobbly, so you might want to kind of put in one screw first. And there's the nut. You got to go in from underneath. Let's tighten that one first. And then make sure the back is aligned. The holes is at the top. Put this guy on. I'm just gonna thread it in with my hands right here. I guess you gotta work in blindly like this. Okay, I'm gonna turn it a little bit because everything seems to want to fall down towards the bottom. So I think it's probably gonna be easier to work on it. Just let gravity work. Put another one in right here. Go in from the bottom, and on the left side, 6 more. Let's keep on doing them. Now here's the second panel. This is the lip end that is curved. There's a little hook right here. You hook it onto the previous panel and then you just close it in. And higher up, there's a little nub that positions it. And then there's a second nub right here that also positions it. On the other side is the exact same thing, but just mirrored. So you just kind of put that in, thread that through, and thread that through. And you might find it easy if you just use your knee to prop it up and keep it from falling, and then you can use your other hands to put the screws in. You put in one right here, put in a second one, put in a third one, put in a fourth one. And now we need to connect the two panels together. So I got another screw right here, put one there. And every once in a while, make sure the center divider is still seated along this little groove in each panel. Just keep on trying to get it in there so it stays there. And here's the second screw and nut, that in there. Third one over here. And with that, tighten them all up with the socket wrench. I'm using the Phillips screw on the bottom side here, so you just gotta kind of feel around to see where the screw hole is. Okay, it's all tightened. And this is gonna be a pretty tedious process. Just put another one in like that. You thread it. This is the same thing as the previous panel. You just thread these two little hooks in here again. Fold it in, hold it up with your knee, put in some more. The fifth panel is getting a little difficult to do on the floor, so I put a seat over here so I can keep on doing it a little bit higher up. So you thread those, put that panel in. Make sure the center divider is in the center channel of each of the panels as you go. Let's secure it. Last of these panels before closing up the top. I just found that it wasn't seated on this last panel, so I was able to push it. There's a little give that will allow you to push it back. And now the final panel, you got the flat edge here and the curved side here. The flat edge, shove it inside the first panel that you put on, and then you come down, everything locks into place. This thing goes in and out, and you open up the top, put in one here, and you're gonna have to do this blind. You gotta reach in there. And so this will be 10 of them, because 7 per panel plus 3 to connect the two panels. So I got 2 screws and 1 nut left over. Now we gotta go in here and tighten all up. For the plus sign, you're always adding to it. So you open it up, keep on filling it up until it's all filled up with the right composition. And once it's done, you pull this out and you flip it over and you put it back. And now you know that this side needs to wait, what, 2 to 6 weeks or so. And so whenever you come back to this, you go, okay, I gotta add to the positive sign. So you put it in here. When you have filled this up, then you can flip this over, open this up. There's no stop or anything. You just gotta make sure you don't go more than halfway. And then all of this, you can shake out. There's a ventilation adjustment over here, and it seems like it spins around quite easily. But if you just put it there and you turn around, it just moved maybe a 1/4 inch right there. I guess you can put like a rubber band or something to make it stick a little bit better. Thanks for watching this assembly video. If you guys are interested in getting one of your own, check out my referral link down in the video description below. It won't increase the cost or anything, but it will help out this channel greatly. Don't forget to give me a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.